In a ballistics demonstration, a police officer fires a bullet of mass m equals 50 gram. So m equals 50 gram, which is equal to 50 into 10 to the power of minus 3 kilograms. And it is fired with a speed of 200 meters per second. V equals 200 meters per second on soft plywood of thickness 2 centimeter. The bullet emerges with only 10% of its initial kinetic energy. What is the emergent speed of the bullet? So this passes through a plywood of thickness 2 centimeter, and after coming out, it had only 10% of its initial kinetic energy. You've been given the values as m equals 50 gram equals 50 into 10 to the power of minus 3 kilogram, and the initial velocity is 200 meters per second, and it passes through a plywood of thickness 2 centimeters. Once it comes out, it had only 10% of its initial kinetic energy. We are supposed to find the speed of the bullet after it passes through the plywood. So let us find out the initial kinetic energy, Ke1 equals half mvi square equals half into m is 50 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into v square, which is 200 into 200. You have 2 and 200 cancelling out for 100 for a value of 100, and you would get 5000 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into 200, and that will leave you with a value of 5 into 200, and that gives you a value of 1000 joules. So this would be the initial kinetic energy. So this is the initial kinetic energy. So we need to find the final speed of this bullet, and there is a condition that is given that the final kinetic energy is 10% of the initial kinetic energy. So let us apply that. So 1000 is the initial kinetic energy. So the final kinetic energy Ke final would be equal to 10% of 1000. What is 10% of 1000? 10 divided by 100 into 1000, and that leaves a value of 100 joules. But then we also know that half mvf square, where vf is the final velocity of the bullet after coming through the plank or the plywood, will be equal to 100, and mass is given as 50 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So you get vf square equals 200 divided by 50 into 10 to the power of minus 3. 200 divided by 50 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So 200 divided by 50, you should be getting the value as 4 into 10 to the power of 3, and that would be written as 4 into 10 into 100. So which means that you get a value of Vf, which is the square root of 4 into 10 into 100. So square root of 4 is 2, square root of 100 is 10, and then you get the value of root 10. So you get the value as 20 root 10 meters per second. The value as 20 root 10 meters per second. So you get the value as 20 root 10 meters per second.